All right, guys, we got a Mitsubishi Outlander right here. This is a 2010, the same thing as a '07 up to 2013. I just did the rear shocks on this. You can see it's brand new now. We got the new one in there. Here's the old one. This thing has like 185,000 K on it. So it's time to replace. It's making a lot of noise back here, especially when you're driving on the gravel road. It's something loose. It's something like, sounds like a marble. So that's why we're changing these rear shocks. You can see torque to spec, the nut and the bolt on the other side. And there's a nut that we need to take out on the inside right here. So this thing has a third row seating option. So make sure to get a right shocks, because there's different on the third row seating and 2-row seating. So we need to take out the cover on those side right there for the panel to expose the nut. The nut's right there. And so this side is done. We're gonna be working on this side. So I'm gonna show you guys the DIY. Let's get started. All right, guys, we got the tires out. Look at this. Wow, this is filthy. This is leaking really bad. Damn. That's why we're gonna change this. So I'm gonna show you what tools we need on this. All right, so option, you can have an impact if you want. 13/16 for the lug nuts, 17 right here. This is for the lower bolts on your rear shocks. And then strong arm, flat screwdriver or trim tool right here for the interior on the quarter panel to take out that cover. And then the 2 nuts on the upper mounts, 14 mil. And then anti-seize so that they don't rust in the future. All right, first we'll take out this nut right here on the back, and then there's a bolt on the other side. We use 17 on this one, socket on the front, because that's what's gonna spin, and then we're gonna hold it with a combination wrench, 17 on the other side. All right, and then let it rip. All right, let's break that nut loose, because my impact is not strong enough to let it loose. Now it's time to use the impact. All right, so this bolt won't come out. We're just gonna use a hammer and a little bit of penetrating fluid. All right, so that bolt is stuck in there. Wow. It's stuck in there really bad. You can see, I've seen this a lot. I'm gonna spin this bolt, and you can see how that bushing spin together with the bolt. Look at that right there, spinning the head of that bolt, and then the sleeve and the bushing is spin as well, because that sleeve is stuck with the bolt. I've seen this a lot. We end up cutting the bolt, but cutting the bolt from here and then cutting the bolt, the head bolt on the other side, it would have an extra material on that bolt that it would be hard for me to take out this whole shock after, because it's gonna hang on this part right here. It'll be nice to cut it on the inside. Same thing on the inside here, cut it with the Sawzall, but there's no room in here. I'm gonna try to heat this up. Heat up that sleeve right here, this inside right here. Heat that sleeves, and hopefully it would have enough to expand that metal. And I could hammer it down more on this side right there on that bolt. Hammer it down so that this bolt will come out. So we need heat on this, and that's my first option. And if the heat doesn't work, and my last option is cut it. It's gonna be a lot of time of cutting that bolt. All right, guys, you can see the bolt right there shave off on this side. The flush on the lower control arm is the better. Same thing on this other side. This is the head of the bolt. It push right in there. So we're gonna spin this shock down or push it down so that it will come out from the bottom, from the top going down the bottom. I took the nut right here on the inside of the trunk. I'll show you. This is a 14 mil sockets or a combination wrench. It's better to put a socket in. Access on the top right here. There's a little cubby hole. Just peel that off, and then you just put a swivel with a deep socket right there. 14 mil. It's a lot better if you do it like this, so that you get lots of control and more leverage on your strong arm. Or you could do like combination wrench 14 down right here. Same thing on the other side. Hopefully this will come out easy now because of we got the bolt shave off, and we have the upper shock is loose. So, and you can see, look at this. It's just shot, man. This is done. So hopefully this will come out pretty easy now. All right, there you go. Finally, it's out. Wow. So there it is, guys. The bolt's still in there. Seized up. This is done. Garbage. And here's the new one right here with the brand new bolt from the dealer. So we're gonna take out the top hat, put it on the new shock. We're gonna clean this up here, make it nice and smooth, and then we're gonna install everything back together. All right, guys, I got the top hat installed to the new shocks now. This is ready to go. Make sure that bolt right here on the top is nice and tight. Okay, and we'll put a brand new bolt here. We'll put an anti-seize on this bolt so it's easy to come out next time. Just like that. All right, so it's all in there. We're just gonna line up all the hole in here on the nuts and bolts to go in, and then we're gonna tighten everything up together. All right, so I got another floor jack right here to bring up the lower control arm so that it would go in to the hole here for these two studs. Okay, so just bring it up. Let's tighten up on the top. Let's tighten the nut, and then after that we'll tighten this nut right here. Okay, so yeah, right there from the top, I'm gonna tighten that up right there. Let's crook it. Alright, so down here we're gonna tighten this nut right there with using a 17 mil sockets on the back, and then 17 mil combination wrench at the front. There you go.
Good?
A bit more. Last one. That's good.
Okay.
Alright guys, that's it. It's done. Now we're gonna put the plastic cover right here. See the plastic?
Maybe backward.
Yeah. There you go. No. Sure. And the last one.
This one?
This is on the top. Like that. Push. There you go. Perfect. That's it. That's done. Up here is done. Let's go underneath and start working on the bottom. Yeah, there we go. And then Let's take out the jack stand. Yeah. And then we're gonna, yeah, let's put the wheel and let's go for a drive. All right, we got the lug nuts, we got the wheel, torque to spec, ready to go. And that new nut and new bolts right there with new shocks. All right, torque to spec. And same thing on the top right here, the top hat. Those two nuts are torque to spec, ready to go. All right, so let's go for a quick drive and find out, see if there's any noise. All right, guys, so I've been driving for about 5 minutes now. Suspension feels nice. No clunk, no noise. Two front quick struts. Lower bolt joint, lower control arms, both side, and both side sway bar links on the front, all brand new. Yeah. It's pretty stiff, solid. And then the rear shock at the back, brand new. No clunk back there. So, ride's pretty good. So we'll head back and we're gonna let the customer know that it's time to pick up your vehicle. So it's a confirm that it's a fix, no more noise, suspension noise, and it's gonna be a happy customer. All right, guys, that's it. Make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and I'll see you guys again on the next video.